Hello and welcome to Tech24 with me, Rebecca Bowring. Coming up in the programme, how to become a power entrepreneur. The ReadySet is a smart battery that lets you sell electricity to your community. Charge it from solar, mains or even a dynamo. Use it to run mobiles, tablets, lights and more. There are over 500 million mobile phone users in the world who have network coverage but no electricity. So how do you charge your phone when you're off the grid? Well, you could use an acid-filled car battery, or you could get your hands on a ReadySet. It's an intelligent battery with a range of options for generating electricity, including solar, mains and a dynamo. These units can be bought via microfinance and used by entrepreneurs to provide power to their communities. That's what Annette in Uganda has done. Here she is explaining how her business works.
I charge people's phones and get some income from it. I put the solar panel up on the roof and started working. I charge between 6 to 8 phones per day.
ReadySet entrepreneurs can earn up to $50 per month in income and energy savings. Eric, take us through how it works.
Well, this is what a revolution actually looks like. This is a revolution in a box. This is the ReadySet Box made by a company called Fenix, kind of a joint Africa, US, and now based in Paris operation. Now, what it is basically is you set this up on the side of the road, as we saw in the village, where you have a big problem in Africa. And a lot of emerging markets is not necessarily the lack of power, but the lack of consistent power. So you may have brownouts that last for 8-10 hours a day. So what ReadySet and Fenix have done is they've partnered up with the mobile operators who have a vested interest in making sure that people can remain connected to the network as much as possible. Now think about it. For an operator like MTN based in Johannesburg, what they do is they've recognized the more people talk on their phone, the more they use their service, the more money they make. So when brownouts occur, they don't make any money. So they've partnered up with ReadySet to put these boxes, they're cost $150 all throughout their coverage zone. Fenix is also talking to other mobile operators. Then with this little tiny solar dish, this goes out somewhere up on a roof or somewhere, and it's pretty light and actually pretty flexible. And what you do then is you basically create a little kiosk on the side of the road where people stop by to charge a phone. A phone charge usually takes the same as if you were plugged into a wall here in Paris. About 2 hours for a smartphone, an hour for a feature phone.
And it takes about 6 to 8 hours to charge this using solar power, but there are other forms of charging it.
Absolutely. What I like about what they're doing here is the fact that they're using an existing business model. So they're profiting off the benefit from the fact that the mobile operators have a vested interest, the users have a vested interest, and it's really a technology that's solving a problem. Power is a chronic problem in a lot of emerging markets, so there's a lot of potential for this kind of technology.
And it's not just phones that you can power this either, is it?
Well, here's the key thing. So we've got a nice little light here. We're going to plug this into the USB, and all of a sudden you've got a power light going on. Now think about the health implications of this. You can have power, you can have light, you can do blood pressure monitoring, you can do any type of thing that comes with electricity. We take electricity so much for granted here in the developed market where we don't have where we have uninterrupted power, but in a lot of markets where there is interruptions or not power at all, simply having light in the middle of the night or even in the middle of the day is a huge thing. So it's not just for mobile phones.
And just to explain briefly, obviously a light means a shop can stay open for longer, but this is itself an entrepreneurial device, isn't it? Talk about microfinance. How do people buy these?
Well, there's a couple different ways people buy them. One is they can buy them through their mobile operators and their mobile carriers. Another one is that they can get financing through a Kiva, for example. We talked about that earlier, microfinancing. And a community, a lot of times people don't buy them as individuals. They will get together with 5 or 6 people, contribute $25 each, and then they will set up a joint collective business.
This and the idea is they pay for themselves in about 3 months.
They pay for themselves depending on the demand.
That's excellent. Thanks very much for all of that, Eric Olander. Thank you to you for watching Tech24. Do catch up with us on the social network. Just go to the URL coming up in the corner of your screen, and please remember to follow us on Twitter. See you next week here on Tech24.